Showboat Invitational, next week, 3:30 Eastern and Pacific, 2:30 Central. That'll be our regular starting time on the Professional Bowlers Tour for the next 15 weeks.
Good shot by Salvino.
Tremendous.
It's so easy to see when they throw the ball absolutely perfect, and that's the only place you can throw it right now. The lanes are difficult to read, but it has to be perfect.
I like this shot on a replay.
Okay, watch his swing, how close it is to his body, and the good leverage straight up through the shot. There is a class shot. The wrist snapping the power onto the ball. He can put Berlin in a world of trouble with another strike. Did not make that smooth stroke that's necessary, Chris. It's so difficult to do when you're under pressure and the lane condition is tough on top of it.
Leaving the 3-6-10. A moment ago, I was previewing for you a great form of competition, the World Individual Gymnastic Championships. That's a week from tomorrow, January 13th. Don't miss it. History-making performance of America's team led by Kurt Thomas.
Look out, Salvino. Ooh. Great break, cross lane, and you made it on the outside.
Those breaks you need, Bo.
I feel this match is going to go right down to the 9th or 10th frame. Salvino struggling a little bit. Berlin making good shots, keeping his composure. If he can catch a strike here, it's stacked down to 12 pins.
5'11", 175, 10 years younger than Carmen Salvino.
Look out.
They could hear that all the way back to Muscatine, Iowa.
He found the secret on that lane. The ball, everybody's been having trouble with the ball snapping, breaking sharp. Mike Berlin's ball did what we call set up. He started the ball up. He found a spot there where the ball will not break too sharply and buried it right in the pocket. Now I can cut the lead back to 2 pins.
Losing one of the last 16 games this week.
And that's his TV record. He's only lost 1 match and over the years on television. Out of time. Bad shot.
3-10.
I'll bet you his father-in-law back home in Muscatine, Charlie Frears, who's a good friend of mine, didn't like to see his son-in-law let one go like that for the 15,000. Berlin cross lane for the 3-10. This man's a good spare maker. Watch this shot.
That's a lesson in perfection.
Well, that was a bit of luck, Chris. He got it on the outside. But that's the same thing that Salvino did, so it's a tit for tat there. You're trying to make the ball go between the 3-pin and bounce in the 10, but goes on the outside and gets a great break driving straight into the 10.
There again, a 2-8 for Salvino.
Now, he's had the 2-8 spare on the left-hand lane, but he has not had it on the right-hand lane, and the ball may not break the same amount on this lane. It may break more or break less. It's Salvino's guess on how to shoot it. The best theory for him to do, or best thing for him to do, is go straight at it with firm speed.
No. Off to the right and leaving the 8.
He did not know how the ball was going to react over there, and it skidded at the last moment.
Only 1 pin now separating these 2 professionals in the championship game. Difference of 7,000, winning or losing. Salvino, and a strike in the 7th frame. Don't go away. 1 pin separating these 2 bowlers. We'll be back with more of the championship match after this. The $15,000 in the championship. While we were away, Mike Berlin came up with a beautiful strike in the 7th frame. Now here with his first stroke in the 8th, he has left the 1, 2, 4, 10.
A chance to take the lead, Chris. He left the washout. Crucial shot. Open the door wide open for Salvino. Last match, Salvino was in this situation, and he put the power and put it to it and beat Holman. Now here's a shot he can actually just about lock up the tournament with the way the scoring is if he can throw a double right here. He can take a 25-pin lead with just 2 frames to go.
Big double for the 45-year-old athlete from Chicago, Illinois, Carmen Salvino. And on the not-so-happy side, Mike Berlin coming up with his third open frame of the match.
The animated Salvino. This is the key shot in the whole tournament for him. Watch him love tap that 10-pin out. That's not luck, man. That is power. Here is Salvino coming up in the ninth. If he strikes here, he wins the tournament. He will shut out Mike Berlin.
Lane for Salvino.
Berlin's still alive. It's going to go right to the 10th frame. Salvino working at a 194 pace. Berlin, with strikes in the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, can finish with 190, forcing Salvino to get a good mark in the 10th frame.
He put a follow-through on that stroke, Bo.
Well, right now, he's not going to gamble anything. He's a big, strong, powerful guy, and he's going to whip it down there. You don't experiment or go with anything fancy at this situation. Berlin in a must-strike situation.
Wobbly 4 on that right lane.
Berlin, with a spare and 3 strikes, can shoot 180. He'll force Salvino to get a good mark in the 10th.
Salvino trying for his 17th PBA title.
Here's the situation, Chris. Berlin must throw a double here in the 10th and 11th frame. If he doesn't, Salvino has his 17th title. If Berlin can strike on these 2 balls, he forces Salvino to get a good mark in the 10th. This is a must strike right here.
All right.
A bit disconsolate, but he still has not lost the tournament. If he can strike on this ball, he forces Salvino to get a good mark in the 10th. Carmen knows the situation. Berlin must strike on this ball again. Salvino has won his 17th title, the Miller High Life Classic.
And at 45 years of age, concentrating a lot at the end of 78 on his physical condition. And here he's won 3 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Carmen Salvino. And for Mike Berlin, as the tournament leader, he has shot a 170. Other scores today, Ernie Schlegel beat Fred Connor 202 to 188. Salvino came on, beat Schlegel 204 to 182. Then Salvino 199 to Marshall Holman's 166. And now, with Berlin shooting a 170, the final score for Salvino will be very soon. But the trophy, the Miller High Life Classic trophy, and the check being presented soon by Dave Smith, the group product director of the Miller Brewing Company. So there they are, the 2 men. Salvino with his 17th victory, $15,000. What